Om Shanti. Today is Tuesday, the 25th of February 2025. On this Tuesday morning, let us listen to the Sakar Murli from our beloved Bap Dada. Bap Dada, Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children, give everyone the good news that Bharat is once again becoming heaven, that heavenly God, the Father, has come. So, in view of Shivratri approaching, let's hear the essence once again on 25th February 25. Baba says, sweet children, give everyone the good news that Bharat is once again becoming heaven, that heavenly God, the Father, has come. Today's question: what are the signs of the children who have the happiness of becoming the masters of heaven? In answer, Baba says, they never experience any form of sorrow within. So, the signs of the children who have the happiness of becoming the masters of heaven is that they never experience any form of sorrow within. They have the intoxication of being important people, and that the unlimited Father is making them like Lakshmi and Narayan. Their behavior is very royal. They cannot stop sharing this good news with others. So, let's hear on the approaching Shivratri, what are the signs of the children who have the happiness of becoming the masters of heaven? Baba says they never experience any form of sorrow within. They have the intoxication of being important people, and that the unlimited Father is making them become like Lakshmi and Narayan. Their behavior is very royal, and they cannot stop sharing this good news with others. Om Shanti. The Father explains, and you children know, that this message has to reach Bharat in particular and the whole world in general. All of you are messengers who give everyone the message of happiness that Bharat is once again becoming heaven. Bharat fir bharpoor banega. Bharat is once again becoming heaven, and that heaven is once again being established. The Father, the one called Heavenly God, the Father, has come to Bharat in order to carry out the establishment of heaven. You children have been given the direction to give this good news clearly to all the people of Bharat. So what direction have we been given? Baba says, you children have been given the direction to give this good news clearly to all the people of Bharat. Everyone is concerned about their own religion. You are only concerned about your religion. You relate the good news that the Sun dynasty religion of Bharat is being established. That is, Bharat is once again becoming heaven or Swarg. You should have the happiness inside that you are becoming the masters of the world. Baba says those who have this happiness inside them won't have any type of sorrow. Let's hear this once again. Bharat is once again becoming heaven. Baba says you should have the happiness inside that you are becoming the masters of the world. So those who have this happiness inside them won't have any type of sorrow. Baba says you children know that there are difficulties in establishing that new world. There is so much violence against innocent ones. You children should always remain aware that you have to give this good news to the people of Bharat. Just as Baba had leaflets printed that said, brothers and sisters, come inside and listen to the good news. Throughout the whole day, you should be concerned about how you can give everyone the message that the unlimited Father has come to give them their unlimited inheritance. By seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, you should remain cheerful throughout the day. So, Father is giving us, the incorporeal Father is giving us few Lokik tips. By seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, you should remain cheerful throughout the day. You are very important people. Baba says you are very important people. Your behavior should therefore not be uncivilized in any way. You know that you used to be even worse than monkeys. Baba is now making you become like them, that is deities, and so you should have so much happiness. So, from having a behavior like worse than monkeys, we are now becoming like deities. And therefore, Baba says you should have so much happiness. However, the wonder is that neither do some children have the happiness of this, nor do they relate this good news to everyone with that much enthusiasm. So what is Baba telling us? From being monkeys to becoming deities, we should be having so much happiness inside us. But Baba says, Baba uses the word wonder. However, the wonder is that neither do some children have the happiness of this, nor do they relate this good news to everyone with that much enthusiasm. Baba says, the Father has made you into messengers. So, Baba highlights the word and gives us the title of messengers. Therefore, keep conveying this message to everyone's ears. The people of Bharat don't know when their original eternal deity religion was created or when it disappeared. There are just the images left now. Baba says all other religions exist now, but the original eternal deity religion no longer exists. These images are only in Bharat. Establishment takes place through Brahma. Therefore, you should give everyone this good news and you will also remain happy inside. So, Baba says all the other religions are now existing, but the original eternal deity religion no longer exists and only its images are left. And these images are also only in Bharat. Establishment takes place through Brahma. Therefore, you should give everyone this good news and you will also remain happy inside. Therefore, Baba says, give everyone this good news and you will also remain happy inside. Give this good news at the exhibitions. Baba says, we should give this good news to everyone at exhibitions. Come and claim your inheritance from the unlimited Father. This Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of heaven. Where did they go? No one knows. This is why it is said that their faces are like those of human beings, but their characters are those of monkeys. Your faces are like those of human beings, and your characters are becoming like those of the deities. So, what is Baba telling us? Where did Lakshmi and Narayan go? No one knows. This is why it is said that their faces are like those of human beings, but their characters are those of monkeys. That is, in the present time. Baba says for Brahmin bachchas that your faces are like those of human beings and your characters are becoming like those of deities. You know that you are once again becoming full of all virtues. Therefore, you also have to inspire others to make this effort. Exhibitions are a very good way of doing service. Those who have no household bonds, for instance, those who are retired or widows and Kumaris, have many chances to do service. So, Baba is especially highlighting three kinds of people. Baba says those who have no household bonds, for instance, those who are retired or widows and Kumaris, have many chances to do service. You must become engaged in doing service. Baba says to get married at this time is to ruin yourself completely. So, to get married in Lokic form, that is, at this time is to ruin yourself completely. To remain unmarried is to be in a good condition. The Father says, this land of death, this impure world is now going to be destroyed. If you want to go to that pure world, occupy yourself in doing this service. You should have exhibition after exhibition. Serviceable children are very keen to do service. Baba highlights the word serviceable and service. Serviceable children are very keen to do service. So, how is it? Some ask Baba, should I leave my job? So, some serviceable children who are very keen to do service, they ask Baba, should I leave my job? Baba looks at you and sees if you are worthy. He then gives you permission to give up work and do this service. You have to give this good news to everyone. The Father says, come and claim your fortune of the kingdom. You claimed your fortune of the kingdom 5,000 years ago. Now come and claim it once again. Simply follow my directions. So what is Baba telling us? The Father says, come and claim your fortune of the kingdom. You claimed your fortune of the kingdom 5,000 years ago. Now come and claim it once again. Simply follow my directions. Baba says you should also check yourself to see what defects you have. You can do a great deal of service using these badges. So now Baba is highlighting the mahima or importance of putting on a badge. This badge is first class. Although it is worth only a few pennies, you can use it and claim a high status. People spend so much money on books, etc., for their studies. Here, there is no question of books, etc. You simply have to whisper the message of the Father's true mantra in everyone's ear. So, what do we have to do? Baba says you simply have to whisper the message of the Father's true mantra in everyone's ear. Everyone else gives only false mantras. There is no value in these false things. Diamonds, not stones, have value. So, there's a difference between a diamond and a stone. Although a diamond is a precious stone, diamonds, not stones, have value. The praise each version is worth hundreds of thousands applies to this knowledge. The Father says that there are many scriptures. You have been studying them for half a cycle, but you didn't attain anything by doing that. You are now being given the jewels of this knowledge. Those people are called authorities of the scriptures, whereas the Father is the ocean of knowledge. So, what is a huge difference? Those people are only called authorities of the scriptures, whereas the Father is the ocean of knowledge. Each version of his is worth hundreds of thousands of rupees. Baba says it is through them that you become the masters of the world. You become multi-millionaires. There is great praise of this knowledge. You become poverty-stricken from reading those scriptures, etc. Because from Bhakti Marg onwards, we just keep reading the strict scriptures and we have been coming down the ladder. Therefore, Baba says you became poverty-stricken from reading those scriptures, etc. You must now donate these jewels of knowledge. The Father explains many easy methods. Tell them, when you forgot your own religion, you started to wander around outside. The original eternal deity religion of you people of Bharat, where has that religion gone? By speaking of 8.4 million species, nothing sits in their intellects. So what is the easy method that Baba is saying or telling us to do? Baba says, tell them, when you forgot your own religion, you started to wander around outside looking for that knowledge, the original eternal deity religion of you people of Bharat. Baba asks, where has that religion gone? By speaking of 8.4 million species, nothing sits in their intellects. The Father now explains, you belonged to the original eternal deity religion and you then took 84 births. Lakshmi and Narayan also belonged to the original eternal deity religion. They too became corrupt in their religion and their actions. All other religions exist, but this original eternal deity religion does not exist. When this religion was in existence, there were no other religions. This is very easy. The Father, Baba says this Father, this Dada is Prajapita Brahma, and so there must definitely also be many of you Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. The Father comes and liberates you from Ravan's jail. So what is Baba doing to us? The Father comes and liberates you, he says, from Ravan's jail, the garden of sorrow. No one understands the meaning of garden of sorrow. The Father says, this is a world of sorrow, whereas that is a world of happiness. Continue to remember your world of peace and your world of happiness. They speak of the incorporeal world. These English words are very good. So, what do the other people speak about? They speak of the incorporeal world. Baba says these English words are very good. The English language has continued to be spoken here. There are now so many different languages. Human beings don't understand anything. There is now a children's institution called the Nirgun Institution. Nirgun means without virtues. So the meaning of Nirgun in Hindi is without any gun or without virtues. They simply created an institution like that. They have named it Nirgun without understanding its meaning. There are many institutions. there used to be, Baba says, there only used to be the institution of the original eternal deity religion in Bharat. There was no other religion at that time. However, instead of 5,000 years, people say that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years. You have to remove them from that darkness of ignorance. So, what task is Baba giving us, Brahmin children? Baba says, you have to remove them from that darkness of ignorance. You have to do service. Although this drama is predestined, when you eat from Shiv Baba's yagya, that is sacrificial fire, but don't do any service, there will be punishment experienced through Dharmaraj, who is Baba's right hand. Let's hear this sentence once again. Baba says, although this drama is predestined, when you eat from Shiv Baba's yagya, that is from Baba's sacrificial fire, but don't do any service, there will be punishment experienced through Dharmaraj, who is Baba's right hand. Therefore, you are being cautioned. So today Baba is telling us in very clear terms, you are being cautioned. It is very easy to do service. Explain to everyone very lovingly. The father receives news when children go to a certain temple or to the banks of the Ganges. Devotees wake up early in the morning and go to the temples. It is easy to explain to religious-minded people. It is best to do service in the Lakshmi and Narayan temples. So Baba says it is very easy to explain to religious-minded people, and it is best to do service in the Lakshmi and Narayan temples. Acha, go there, that is to the temple, and explain. Baba says Shiv Baba is the one who made them. Lakshmi and Narayan become like that. This forest is about to be set on fire and everything will be destroyed, and your parts will also come to an end. You will then go and take birth in a royal family. As you go further, you will come to know how you are to receive the kingdom. So Baba is making it very clear that this forest is about to be set on fire and everything will be destroyed, and your parts, that is, we are actors who have taken human birth in this form, and our parts will also come to an end. You will then go and take birth in a royal family. Baba says, as you go further, you will come to know how you are to receive the kingdom. You will not be told beforehand what is in the drama. You will come to know what status you will claim. Those who give many donations and perform a great deal of charity will take birth in a royal family. Kings have a lot of wealth. You now donate the imperishable jewels of this knowledge. This knowledge is for the people of Bharat. Tell them the original eternal deity religion is now being established. What should we tell them? The original eternal deity religion is now being established. The Father, the purifier, has come. The Father says, remember me. This is very easy, but their intellects are so tamopradhan that they are unable to imbibe anything at all. So Baba says only two things, remember me. Yet Baba says this is so easy, but their intellects are so tamopradhan that they are unable to imbibe anything at all. They are influenced by the vices. There are many varieties of animals. Some have a lot of anger. The nature of each species of animal is different. They all have different natures of causing sorrow. The foremost vice that causes sorrow is the sword of lust. Ravan's kingdom is the kingdom of vice. The Father explains to you every day. There are many good daughters who are imprisoned. Baba says they are called those in bondage. In fact, if they had the enlightenment of this knowledge, no one could keep them in bondage. However, they still have many bonds of attachment. Even sannyasis remember their homes. Although they renounce the world and go out, still Baba says even sannyasis remember their homes. It is very difficult to break these bonds. You now have to forget your friends and relatives, etc., because this old world is going to be destroyed. So Baba says you now have to forget your friends and relatives, etc., because this old world is going to be destroyed. You even have to forget your own bodies and consider yourselves to be souls and remember Baba. You must become pure. You have to complete your parts of 84 births. No one can return home in between that. So, let's hear the last couple of lines again. Baba says, you now have to forget your friends and relatives, etc. Because this old world is going to be destroyed. You even have to forget your own bodies and consider yourselves to be souls and remember Baba. You must become pure. You have to complete your parts of 84 births. No one can return home in between that. This play is now coming to an end, and so you children should have a great deal of happiness that you are now about to return home. Baba says your parts are now ending, and so you should have the eagerness to remember Baba a great deal. Only by having this remembrance will your sins be absolved. You will first return home and then go to that land of happiness. So, Baba says we should have so much of happiness because our parts are now ending, and by having remembrance, our sins are going to be absolved. Baba says you will first return home and then go to that land of happiness. Some want to be liberated from this world quickly, but where would they go? First of all, you have to make an effort to claim a high status. Baba says, first, each of you feel your own pulse and ask yourself to what extent you have become worthy and what will you do when you go to heaven. So what is the first thing that we should all do? Baba says, first, each of you feel your own pulse and ask yourself to what extent you have become worthy and what will you do when you go to heaven. You first of all have to become worthy. You have to become the Father's worthy children. Lakshmi and Narayan are the worthiest children of all. Even God looks at some children and says, this child is very good. He is worthy of doing service. For some, he says, this one is unworthy. He is destroying his own status for nothing. The Father only speaks the truth. They call out, O purifier, come. Come and make us into the masters of the land of happiness. They ask for unlimited happiness. Then the Father says, at least become worthy of doing a little service. Give this good news to my devotees. Shiv Baba is now giving the inheritance. He says, remember me and become pure, and you will become the masters of the pure world. This old world is to be set ablaze. When you see your aim and objective in front of you, you should experience great happiness. So, how do we experience happiness? Even in Lokik terms, when we see our aim and objective in front of us, we experience a great deal of happiness. Similarly, Baba says we have to become like them. You should keep this in your intellects throughout the day, and you won't then behave in any kind of devilish way. We are becoming like them. We should have the intoxication that we are becoming like deities. Therefore, how can we behave badly? However, if it is not in someone's fortune, he doesn't think of such methods. He does not earn an income. You can earn a very good income. Baba says even whilst sitting at home, you all have to earn an income and inspire others to do the same. Whilst sitting at home, you can spin the discus of self-realization and also enable others to spin the discus of self-realization. To the extent that you make others become this, accordingly, you will claim a high status. So let's hear the last two sentences again. Even whilst sitting at home, you all have to earn an income and inspire others to do the same. So how do we do this? Baba says, whilst sitting at home, you can spin the discus of self-realization and also enable others to spin the discus of self-realization. To the extent that you make others become this, accordingly, you will claim a high status. Your aim and objective is to become like Lakshmi and Narayan. You all raise your hands when you are asked if you want to become part of the Sun dynasty. These pictures can be very useful at the exhibitions. You can use them to explain. Baba says we only listen to that which is the highest on high Father tells us. So what should we tell others? We only listen to that which the highest on high Father tells us. We prefer not to listen to the things on the path of devotion. These pictures are very good. You can do a lot of service with them. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and we the spiritual children also say namaste to our spiritual father. Today's essence for dharana has 2 points. The first point, check your own pulse and see to what extent you have become worthy. Baba says become worthy and give some evidence of the service you do. Become free from all bonds by being enlightened with this knowledge. Second point, follow the directions of the one Father and remove any defects from within you. Renounce any nature of causing sorrow and become bestowers of happiness. Donate the jewels of knowledge. Today's blessing, may you become constantly victorious by experiencing tests and problems to be entertainment instead of wilting under them. Let's hear the wonderful blessing once again. On the eve of Shivratri, Baba says, may you become constantly victorious by experiencing tests and problems to be entertainment instead of wilting under them. Baba explains, according to the drama, in this effort-making life, problems and tests are definitely going to come. To keep your aim of moving forward as soon as you take birth means to invoke tests and problems. So, according to the drama, this confluence age is the effort-making life, and problems and tests are definitely going to come. Baba says to keep your aim of moving forward as soon as you take birth, meaning as soon as we took Brahmin birth or Mukhvanshavali birth, it means to invoke tests and problems. Since you have to follow this path, how would it be possible for there to be no scenes along the path? However, instead of passing through those scenes, if you engage yourself in making corrections, your connection of remembrance with the Father would then become loose. And instead of being entertained, you would make your mind wilt. Therefore, continue to sing the song, Vah scenes, Vah, and move forward. That is, be blessed with the blessing of being constantly victorious. Today's slogan, to move along under the codes of conduct means to become the highest beings who follow the highest codes of conduct. Let's hear the slogan once again. Baba says to move along under the codes of conduct means to become the highest beings who follow the highest codes of conduct. Acha, Om Shanti. In the Avyakt Isharas for the month, have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. In today's Avyakt Ishara, Baba says to be in solitude means to be an embodiment of experience. To be in solitude means to be an embodiment of experience. According to the present time, you are close to your stage of retirement. Those in the stage of retirement do not play with dolls. Those in the stage of retirement remain in solitude and constantly remember the One. So, all of you are in your unlimited stage of retirement. Baba says all of you are in your unlimited stage of retirement, the ones who constantly remain lost in the depths of the One. That is, you constantly stay in solitude as embodiments of remembrance. This is your unlimited stage of retirement. Acha, Om Shanti.